everybody? Tony D with another Hollywood hot take. Celebrities, man, you are just doubling down. Seth Rogen, who, I was a fan of for a long time, but now I'm really rethinking my fandom. Because I don't know if I could support a guy who comes out and basically says, if you don't support my political ideology, then you don't need to follow me, and you don't need to be a fan, and you don't need to see my movies. It's just like what happened in comics. I don't need to take orders from Seth about what movies I will or will not see. And let's be honest, you're not truly vetting everybody about your political beliefs, okay? We all get what your political beliefs are. I don't need a lecture from another Hollywood millionaire who's going to tell me how to think. And if I don't think that way, I'm some sort of ignorant douchebag. You're an ignorant douchebag, in my opinion, Seth. And you're stupid, in my opinion, for going on Twitter and saying that stuff. You're caught up in the woke universe. You're going to regret it when a couple of years from now you're begging people to go see a movie, and then you got to be one of these woke tards that go on talk shows and say, well, the toxic internet, it ruined the movie. No, you're ruining your movies. You're ruining your brand, in my humble opinion. Hey, you don't have to take my advice. You're a millionaire. You'll be fine. I mean, even if your career ends today, you probably couldn't spend all the money you have. Although, you probably got a high overhead with whatever Hollywood mansion you live in. And, a few years of not working, well, that overhead could really eat into your savings. You might have to go back to Canada, which, your money will go far there, I assume. Except for the taxes. But, you love taxes, I assume, because it helps people, you think, I assume. And Justin Trudeau is as woke as they come. You could go there and make movies. Movies that only gross tens of millions of dollars if they are a big hit. Movies that sometimes don't get distribution outside of Canada. It's a much, much smaller film industry, but you'd be woke, super woke. Justin Trudeau would support you, and you'd get all those Canadian tax breaks. But, we'll see. We'll see how well you do here. You always have that as backup if suddenly things go south here. Which, I gotta say, it's not a good look. You and a lot of the other guys supporting the protesters, again, you're not going to be able to distinguish between a peaceful protester, a rioter, a protester who turned into a rioter, a peaceful protester who's accused of rioting, an Antifa member who claims to be a protester, an Antifa member who claims to be a protester was actually a rioter, and on and on and on. That stuff's hard to shake out. But keep in mind, Trump's changing the priority list over at the FBI and the cops. And they're going to start looking for Antifa. And those guys are going to start to go to jail. Jail. For serious crimes. Arson is a serious crime. Attacking a cop car with bricks, serious crime. Throwing Molotov cocktails at a cop car or cops, serious crime. Murdering cops, really serious crime. And at some point, someone's going to track down that money that you threw into, that fund. And one of those very, very serious criminals would have gotten bail thanks to you and your buddies. I'm pretty much predicting it. Yeah, I think that's probably going to happen because, first off, that'll make a great narrative for whoever writes it, right? Because we don't have news anymore. We just have narratives. So they just have to dig until they find one criminal who got bailed out and then went out and did something really awful, really heinous. So you just keep doing that. See where it gets you. I don't think being woke being all self-righteous in your ivory tower up in the Hollywood Hills is really going to help your career. I think it's going to hurt your career. Get woke, go broke. I mean, that's the saying. I didn't make the saying. Wish I had thought of it. It's a good saying. It's a true saying for the most part. The wokeness, well, it's not about money. Oh, and just so you know, the rumor is, just a rumor, that some of the big wigs at the major networks are thinking about flipping the script. You know, they've been super woke and pandering to those woke tards that are running around being Antifa and saying all this stuff and on Twitter. They're coming to the conclusion there's not really a lot of money in that, and there's more money in people who have, well, jobs and families and more traditional outlooks on life. And now that everything has gone so far left in the Democratic Party, there's actually more people on the opposite side, because everything now is like, if you're not with the woke people, you're a right-wing lunatic. So they're gonna go right. Where's that gonna leave you? Because, see, all those media outlets, they, when they got super woke, they stayed away from people who are on the right? I mean, they're practically invisible to them on social media and on their TV shows. When they flip the script and go the other way for the money, because the corporations and they love money, where's that going to leave you? Where's that going to leave you when you have to promote your movie or your book or your cartoon or your TV show or whatever you're doing? I don't think you're going to be in a very good position. That's Hollywood, buddy. It's a hideous bitch goddess.